Hello, Mr. Prime Minister. Nice to have you with us. You have had 100 days in office. Now, can you please let us know how it was and how it went?
Today marks 100 days of my Labour government. Before that, 14 years of Tory failure. An NHS on its knees.
But that is not a Tory loss. Don't you know Labour-governed Wales has the worst NHS in UK? I mean, the same situation at the same time, but a Labour government does much worse than a Tory one.
A Tory cost of living crisis. Prisons overflowing.
Don't we have 10,000 illegal immigrants in our prisons? That could have been easily 10,000 free spaces in our jail system if just Labour agreed with the Rwanda deportation.
Criminals going unpunished. A raft of unfunded promises leaving you worse off. And the list goes on.
Unfunded promises? Isn't your own nickname Lord of U-turns? Promise after promise with nothing to back it?
And 14 years is a long time to cause damage. 100 days isn't much time to fix it.
I agree. 100 days is a short time to be fixing things. But no one has actually asked you to do so in this short time, have they? The reason people are angry is because you've done more damage to the country within these 100 days than the Tories in 14 years. Don't you agree?
Now, I don't offer this as an excuse. We expect to be judged on our ability to deal with it.
Glad to hear that, because that means you won't mind our direct, harsh, but true comments on your talks in this program. Thank you.
But I know that actions always speak more loudly than words. That's why I'm going to take you through just some of what we've already done. On the economy, I've made growth this government's #1 mission, securing investment and delivering the biggest upgrade to workers' rights in a generation to make work pay.
Securing the investment? And who is investing in our country anymore, with all the millionaires leaving the country because of the Labour policies?
On our NHS, we've ended the junior doctor strikes and are working at pace on a 10-year plan to fix our NHS for good.
Here's a question. How did the strikes end with no gains for the people that work in those sections? Didn't the Tories mention that unions are fueling the strikes for the Labour Party to win the election, and actually they will let go of it as soon as Labour gets in power?
On housing, we've reformed planning rules to get Britain building again and to restore the dream of home ownership. On crime and border security, we stopped the riots with swift sentences for perpetrators.
Swift sentences? Didn't you sentence people for 2 years just for what they posted on their social media? And freed rapists because they didn't know rape was illegal? Well, one more thing. Didn't you early release rapists as well? So can you just collaborate on how you are doing a better job on fighting crimes?
We've launched our new Border Security Command to smash the people smuggling gangs and kick-started our plan to restore neighbourhood policing.
Doesn't UK have the most immigrants coming to their country in all Europe? And don't we have the most boats coming in since ever? Isn't that something to think about?
On energy, we lifted the ban on onshore wind, secured a record number of clean energy projects, and launched Great British Energy, which will lower bills and create good jobs across the country.
Yes, that might be a good thing, but can you let us know where the money came from? I mean, all the £22 billion you spent on this? We already know you took something about £2 billion off of the pensioners, but where did the rest come from?
And on transport, we are getting Britain moving again. We ended the train strikes, started the process of bringing the railways back under public control, and gave power over our local bus services to the local communities that use them.
So basically, you are saying that this was solved due to the union's decision on ending the strikes after the general election?
I will level with you. The scale of the damage is huge, but I will take the tough decisions.
As in winter fuel cut and killing pensioners in winter?
To fix the foundations of our country.
Are not the elderly one of the pillars of UK foundation anymore?
To deliver the long-term change we need, the change that you voted for.
I don't think anyone voted for their grandparents to be killed.
The next 100 days starts now, and I won't waste a moment.
And that was it? Oh, I hope the next 100 days can be something we can talk about. But thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for your time on RBC News. So goodbye and have a good time.